Hey there, folks. It's your favorite adventure host, Jean-Claude, here to take you on a wild ride through Croatia's top 10 must-do adventures. Now, I know what you're thinking. Croatia? Really? But trust me, this place is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Buckle up, because this is going to be one heck of a trip. Croatia, you ask? Oh yeah, we're diving deep into this Balkan beauty. Yeah, that little slice of paradise nestled in the Adriatic Sea. It's got everything you could ever dream of for an adventure-packed vacation. Think stunning coastlines, crystal-clear waters, and enough history to make your head spin faster than a disco ball. Imagine sailing on those pristine waters or exploring ancient ruins that whisper tales of the past. We're talking ancient Roman ruins, medieval cities, and enough natural beauty to make even the most jaded New Yorker swoon. Picture yourself wandering through medieval streets or standing in awe before majestic waterfalls. So, whether you're an adrenaline junkie or just looking for a little R&R with a side of ooh la la, Croatia's got something for everyone. From cliff diving to lounging on sun-kissed beaches, the options are endless. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive headfirst into the most unforgettable experiences this Balkan gem has to offer. Get ready to explore hidden caves, hike through lush forests, and sail into the sunset. We're talking heart-pumping thrills, breathtaking views, and maybe even a little romance along the way. Imagine ziplining over canyons or sharing a sunset with someone special. Who knows? You might even learn a thing or two. From the rich history to the vibrant culture, Croatia is a treasure trove of knowledge and experiences. So, grab your sunscreen, pack your sense of adventure, and get ready to unleash your inner Croatian. Whether you're a history buff, a nature lover, or an adrenaline seeker, there's something here for you. Trust me, you won't regret it. This journey is going to be one for the books, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's get this adventure started. Adventure 9. All right, adventure seekers, let's kick things off with number 10 on our list, the Blue Cave. Nestled on the island of Bisevo in Croatia, this natural wonder is a must-see for anyone with a thirst for adventure and a love for the extraordinary. Now, I've seen a lot of blue in my day, from the eyes of a certain someone special to the neon lights of Times Square. But let me tell you, nothing compares to this. The Blue Cave's water glows with an almost otherworldly luminescence, a radiant blue that seems to come from the depths of a dream. Imagine swimming in a giant sapphire, the kind that would make Tiffany's weep with envy. The water is so clear you can see every ripple, every shimmer of light as it dances beneath the surface. It's like being enveloped in a precious gemstone, a rare and priceless experience. The water is so clear, so vibrant, it's almost unreal. You might find yourself questioning if it's all just a beautiful illusion, a trick of the light. But no, it's very real, and it's waiting for you to dive in and explore. You'll feel like you've stepped into another dimension, a world where everything is bathed in this ethereal blue glow. It's a place where time seems to stand still, and all your worries just melt away in the face of such natural beauty. Now, getting to this underwater wonderland is half the fun. The journey itself is an adventure as you board a boat and set sail across the sparkling Adriatic Sea. The anticipation builds with every wave, every gust of wind that propels you closer to your destination. You'll hop on a boat and weave through these incredible sea caves, the sunlight dancing on the water, the wind in your hair. It's a sensory feast with the salty sea breeze filling your lungs and the sound of the waves lapping against the boat. It's like something out of a movie, darling. Pure magic. The scenery is so breathtaking you'll feel like you've been transported to a different world, one where nature's beauty reigns supreme. And then, bam! You enter the Blue Cave, and it's like the whole world explodes in color. The transition from the bright sunlight outside to the cool blue interior is nothing short of spectacular. The sunlight filters through an underwater opening, creating this surreal, almost holy light show. The way the light refracts and illuminates the cave is a sight to behold, a natural phenomenon that leaves you in awe. Trust me, you'll be reaching for your camera faster than a social media influencer at a free buffet. Every angle, every moment is picture perfect, a memory you'll want to capture and hold on to forever. So pack your bags, grab your camera, and get ready to dive into a sapphire dream. Adventure 8. Alright folks, after that underwater adventure, it's time to dry off and head inland to number 9 on our list, Plitvice Lakes National Park. Now forget about your crowded water parks with their overpriced hot dogs and screaming kids. This, my friends, is the real deal. Picture this: cascading waterfalls tumbling down lush green cliffs, crystal clear turquoise lakes shimmering in the sunlight, and wooden walkways winding their way through this natural wonderland. It's like something out of a fairy tale, only without the wicked stepmother and poison apples. Well, hopefully. We're talking 16 interconnected lakes, each more beautiful than the last, connected by a network of waterfalls and streams. You can wander along the wooden pathways, hike through the surrounding forests, or even take a boat ride across the lakes. It's the perfect place to reconnect with nature, breathe in the fresh air, and just forget about the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Trust me, after a day in Plitvice, you'll feel more relaxed than a catnap in a sunbeam. Don't miss out on more adventures. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more. Alright, party people, listen up. Zurst Beach, it's like Ibiza, but with fewer celebrities and more, let's call it Eastern European charm. Picture this: golden sands, crystal clear waters, and enough bass to make your heart skip a beat. This ain't your grandma's beach, folks. Zurst is where the young, the restless, and the slightly intoxicated come to let loose. We're talking foam parties, beach raves, and enough questionable dance moves to fuel a year's worth of embarrassing Instagram stories. But hey, who are we to judge? You're on vacation, so grab a drink, slather on some sunscreen, and prepare to dance till dawn, or at least until you lose your friends, your phone, and all sense of dignity. It's Zurk, baby. Anything goes. Just remember, what happens in Zurst stays in Zurst. Unless, of course, it ends up on social media. Then it stays there forever. Adventure 6. Hey there, thrill seekers. Ready for a wild ride? Ditch those flip-flops and grab your hiking boots. It's time to swap cocktails for more water. We're off to Paklenica National Park, the ultimate playground for nature enthusiasts and wannabes alike. Tucked away in the Velebit Mountains, Paklenica is a visual feast. Imagine towering cliffs, lush forests, and canyons so deep they seem to touch the Earth's core. Even the most die-hard city slicker will find themselves in awe of this natural wonder. But don't be fooled by the stunning views. Hiking in Paklenica is no easy stroll. It's a serious workout. Think of it as earning those mouth-watering Croatian meals you'll devour later. Pack light, wear comfy shoes, and hydrate like there's no tomorrow. And don't forget a first aid kit. You never know when you'll need it while snapping that perfect Instagram shot. Safety first, folks. Adventure 5. The Dalmatian Coast. A vision of sparkling turquoise waters, idyllic islands, and ancient towns bathed in sunshine. It's enough to make you want to ditch the mainland and set sail for adventure, or at least for a decent Instagram photo shoot. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sailing? Jean-Claude, darling. I wouldn't know a jib from a jibe, but fear not, my landlubber friends. You don't need to be a seasoned sailor to enjoy the beauty of the Dalmatian coast. You can charter a yacht with a professional crew who'll handle all the technical stuff while you sit back, relax, and soak up the sun. Or if you're feeling adventurous and maybe slightly delusional, you can rent a smaller boat and pretend you're Captain Jack Sparrow. Just try not to get stranded on a deserted island, okay? But seriously, sailing the Dalmatian coast is an experience like no other. It's a chance to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with the simple pleasures of sun, sea, and the occasional dolphin sighting. Adventure 4. Alright, listen up, tourists and aspiring Instagram influencers. We're talking Dubrovnik's Old Town, baby. You know that place where they filmed Game of Thrones? Yeah, that's the one. Suddenly everyone's an expert on Westeros geography. Now, I gotta admit, the place is pretty darn picturesque. All those terracotta roofs, ancient walls, and narrow winding streets. It's like stepping into a medieval fairy tale. Just try not to get run over by a tour group. They're more ruthless than a Lannister vying for the Iron Throne. But listen, forget the dragons and White Walkers for a minute. Dubrovnik's got history, darling. And I'm not talking about the latest season finale. We're talking centuries of culture, architecture, and stories that'll make your head spin faster than a Dothraki on horseback. So ditch the selfie stick for a hot minute and soak it all in. Explore the ancient walls, wander through the squares, and imagine life before Netflix and chill involved actual castles. Trust me, it's worth it. All right, folks, let's talk about something truly important. Wine. Specifically, wine tasting in Istria, the heartland of Croatian vino. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jean-Claude, isn't Croatia all about beaches and islands? And yeah, sure, it's got those too. But trust me on this one, people. Istria is a hidden gem when it comes to wine. We're talking rolling hills covered in vineyards, charming wineries run by families who've been doing this for generations, and most importantly, some seriously delicious wines. I'm talking about rich, full-bodied reds like Terran that'll make you want to write poetry, crisp and refreshing Malvasia whites that pair perfectly with seafood, and even some sweet dessert wines that'll make you forget all about your troubles. So, ditch the beach for an afternoon, hop on a bike, rent a car, or even hire a donkey if you have to, and get yourself to Istria. Adventure 2. All right, adventure seekers, put down the cocktails and grab your life vests. We're ditching the mainland and setting sail for the Elefidi Islands, a little slice of paradise just off the coast of Dubrovnik. Now forget your speedboats and fancy yachts, we're going full-on explorer mode, kayaking. Yeah, you heard me right. It's time to channel your inner adventurer, work those arm muscles, and experience the beauty of the Adriatic Sea up close and personal. The Elefidi Islands are like something out of a postcard. Think crystal clear turquoise waters, hidden coves, lush green islands, and a whole lot of peace and quiet. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of Dubrovnik. And trust me, your Instagram feed will thank you. So grab a paddle, find yourself a kayaking buddy, or go solo if you're feeling extra adventurous. And let's hit the water. Adventure 1. All right, adrenaline junkies, listen up. We're talking ziplining in Omis, and let me tell you, this ain't your grandma's Sunday stroll. Picture this. You're perched on a cliff, strapped into a harness, staring down at the world below. The wind is whipping through your hair. You can feel your heart pounding in your chest, and you're pretty sure you just saw your life flash before your eyes. But hey, that's half the fun, right? And then, you take the leap of faith. You're soaring through the air, the scenery a blur of green and blue as you zip from one cliff to another. It's exhilarating, it's terrifying, it's basically like riding a roller coaster, but without the safety bar and with a much better view. So if you're looking for an adventure that will have you screaming like a banshee, but also leave you feeling like you can conquer the world, then ziplining in Omis is the adventure for you. Just, maybe lay off the burek beforehand, if you know what I mean. All right, thrill seekers, we've arrived at the #1 spot on our list. Cliff jumping in Dubrovnik. This isn't just any ordinary jump, it's an experience that will etch itself into your memory forever. Imagine standing on the edge of a rugged cliff, the sun warming your back, and the crystal clear waters of the Adriatic Sea stretching out before you. The anticipation builds as you prepare to take the leap. That's right, you heard me correctly. This is the ultimate test of courage and adventure. We're talking about hurling yourself off a giant rock into the sparkling waters of the Adriatic Sea. The moment you leave the edge, time seems to slow down. You feel the wind rushing past you, the exhilaration of freefall, and then the refreshing splash as you hit the water. Now, before you start having second thoughts, let me tell you, this is not for the faint of heart. It's natural to feel a mix of excitement and fear. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and you might even question your sanity for a moment. This is for the daredevils, the adrenaline junkies, the people who laugh in the face of danger, or at least try to before realizing they're about to jump off a cliff. It's a bonding experience too. Imagine sharing this thrilling moment with friends, cheering each other on and celebrating together after the jump. But listen, there's a reason why this is a must-do adventure in Croatia. The cliffs of Dubrovnik offer some of the most stunning views you'll ever see. The contrast of the rugged rocks against the deep blue sea is simply breathtaking. It's exhilarating, it's liberating, and it's the perfect way to conquer your fears, or at least pretend to for a few glorious seconds. The sense of accomplishment you feel after making the jump is indescribable. It's a rush of pure adrenaline and joy. Plus, it's practically a rite of passage in Dubrovnik. Locals and tourists alike come here to test their mettle and create unforgettable memories. You can't call yourself a true adventurer until you've tasted the salty air and felt the rush of adrenaline as you plummet towards the water. It's a badge of honor, a story to tell, and a memory to cherish. So take a deep breath, channel your inner daredevil, and take the plunge. Embrace the fear, the excitement, and the thrill of the unknown. You won't regret it, unless you belly flop, in which case, ouch. But even then, it's all part of the adventure. So go ahead, make the leap, and create a story worth telling. And there you have it, folks! The top 10 must-do adventures in Croatia, served up with a side of Jean-Claude's signature wit and wisdom. We've scaled mountains, explored caves, sailed the high seas, and even jumped off a few cliffs. We've laughed, we've cried. Okay, maybe not cried, but we definitely broke a sweat. And we've created memories that will last a lifetime. Or at least until next Tuesday. But hey, who's counting? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more crazy adventures with yours truly, Jean-Claude. Until next time, keep living life on the edge. And remember, always wear clean underwear. You never know when you might need to jump off a cliff. Au revoir.